Yo, what's going on, guys? Just doing a quick one today on how to slice up your designs to cut on smaller lasers. So say, for example, you've got a really large image that you need to cut out or engrave and it's not going to fit on your laser. I'm just going to show you a really quick and easy way how to cut it up so it will fit on your laser. So we'll show you this one first of all, just a small image I found on Google, and we're just going to split this up into 4 equal parts. For this, I'm going to be using Inkscape as well. Inkscape is a free program to download. I'll put the link down in the description if you haven't already got it. And yeah, let's get to it. So very simple. Got my image. It's already been traced as a vector. I've got my snap in turned on up here. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw some guides. So these guides are going to show me where the center of the whole image is. So in Inkscape on the side, you can see we've got this ruler grid type thing here. Click and hold and drag, and you can see we can draw a guide out. So snapping it there shows the end of it, and then same on that side. We're looking for the center, and it should try and snap. There we go. You'll see it like try and snap in the middle. That's where we know that's the center of the image. We'll do the same again from the top. If you just snap in there, it's not a handshake, that's a snap into the center. So we'll snap that there. Now we want to find the furthest left and the furthest right of the image. So we're going to come here, and that is perfect there. And same over here. If you find this not snapping properly for you in Inkscape, up here with the snapping tool, you can click this little arrow, and you've got more options to select. I just select them all, just makes it easier for myself. And what we can do as well, we can find the highest point. So there, and again the lowest point, which will be there. Okay, that's probably the hardest part done. So all we need to do now is just draw some squares in these boxes. So I'm going to select the rectangle tool, and it should snap to the corner there. I'm just going to click and drag, and hopefully we can snap down to this corner there. There we go. We can see that has drawn perfectly within the guides. Now what we need to do is select our design. We're going to press Ctrl and D. That's going to duplicate it, and then it's going to move that layer to the very top. So with that one selected, hold Shift, select the square we've drawn. So we've got both of them selected. Now we're going to go to Path, and you're going to go to Intersection, and you'll see that should turn red. There we go. That's turned red there, and that's cut that up. So we'll do the same on this side. Get the rectangle tool, and we'll draw. Now that's snapped there. Get the back, Control and D to duplicate. Again, it'll move to the top automatically. Hold Shift, select the red rectangle we've drawn, Path, Intersection. And again, we'll do the same down here. Control D, holding Shift, we'll select that. So we've got them two selected, Path, Intersection. And with the last one, we'll draw another square there, or rectangle. And we don't want to duplicate this again because we've already got it. So just select it in Inkscape. Obviously we can't really see it properly. You can move that and select it there, but what I tend to do is select the square, click and drag. We'll move that there and then select that, and I'll press Ctrl and Z, and we'll still have that selected. So that background design selected. Hold Shift, press the red square, and then Path and Intersection again. So we can drag that out there, that out there, that out there, and that out there. So there we go. It's as easy as that. If you wanted to send this to your laser now to send each individual part, you can just obviously move that into your laser space, get that done. Do the same with that one, send that to your laser. Same with that one and that one as well. Alright, and so say you want to do something a lot bigger and you've only got like a K40 machine that can only cut, what are they, like 300 by 200, I believe. And that's 4 separate parts. It's not going to cover that because this image sits at, it's 110 high by 554 wide. Let's just say we need to cut this out in lots of different parts. It'll be the exact same process again. It'll just be a little bit more to it. So let's turn snapping on again. Let's draw our guide over and find the center. Nice and easy. And let's find the center on the vertical axis. Okay, and there we go. So it looks about centered to me. So with this now as well, because we're going to be using basically the full size cutting area of our machine, you're not really going to need to draw lines to the sides here, because we know the full width we want is 300. So let's get this and we'll snap that into the center. We're going to need 2 of them at least there, and yeah, it should cover it. So you're going to be looking at least, what's that, 8 pieces. We might need another 2 at the bottom, but we'll have a look. Okay, so let's say we got our first square going. What we can do, instead of doing one square at a time, you can do all the squares first if you wanted to. Okay, so you can draw your first two and then select them to Control D, and we can move them over to the right hand side. And then with them selected, so all four of them selected, Control D, and then we can move these down there. And yeah, and we can see down here, we're going to need another one. You're not going to want to do another two each side, so we'll just do one and we'll move him there. It's not going to need to be a full size, but we'll leave it like that for now. So for this, again, we'll start at the top left, so we'll move that out the way, and we're going to want to select the actual drone at the back. Control Z, that'll move the square back. Control and D, and now that'll move that on top. So with this design, you can duplicate it as many times as you want here, and then you're not going to need to move that and select one each time. But for this video, I'm just going to keep the one duplicate on top, and then we're just going to go from there. So we're going to select our design again, hold Shift, select our first square, which that's our 300 by 200 square, and we're going to go path intersection. So that is done. So we can move that out of the way, or you can leave it there. Next, we're going to move our next square. So remember, click, move it out of the way, select our design, Control and Z or Control Z to move that back in place, Control D, and that duplicates our design. So with that selected again, hold Shift, select the square. And we're going to go path intersection. We'll do the same all the way through. So if you remember what we did in the last one, for our last design to cut out there, we're not going to need to duplicate. You can do if you want, but we're just going to get it selected and keep pressing page up until it's right at the top. And then with the last square selected, path and intersection. So now we can go to edit and delete all guides. And now this is cut up. Let me just turn the snapping off. That's now cut up. Oh, and we've got the one right at the bottom down there. So you can see that is cut up into 9 separate pieces. So let's say if you were going to run the engrave and run the cut around all of this. So let's take the fill off and just pop a stroke on it. If you're going to run that through the cuts, obviously you'll cut out that on one board, that on one board, that on another board. And you just need to line them all up and glue them together, or if you can glue them onto one bigger board, however you're going to do it. So yeah, a nice easy tutorial on how to split your images up to fit onto a smaller machine. So yeah, remember guys, if you did like the video, give it a thumbs up and also subscribe if you're not already.